Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where stories and other random things take center stage. I am pretty excited for this, so welcome to today's video. I'm going to be discussing the plot for the third book in the Scholomance series, and that is the Golden Enclaves. So let's begin. I'm going to also discuss it the same way I discussed the second part for the War of Two Queens. So let's begin. Saving the world is a test no school of magic can prepare you for. Prepare you for. Oh wow, there's no period, and then it has like it looks like it's gonna start a new sentence. Sure. And the triumphant conclusion to the New York Times best-selling trilogy that began with A Deadly Education and The Last Graduate. Oh, actually, no, never mind. It just ends that way. Okay, so that's fine. Almost single-handedly, although backed by an increasingly large cadre of genuine friends, Elle has changed the nature of the Scholomance forever. But now that she is back... Oh, wait, before I do that, forever. Before we continue, I don't remember if I spoiled this in the review, but spoilers ahead now. But basically, the book, The Last Graduate, kind of ended with... It turns out the school wanted to do better for the students. So it basically helped them destroy it in order to do better for the school. But in order to do that, they also all had to get out, and they had to, it was going to get destroyed. They had like this whole plan, and Elle was going to basically destroy it because she is a dark sorceress, right? So when they did that, however, I think his name is Ryan. He ended up staying back in the school closed, and it just left with him saying "I love you," which, sure. So now it looks like there's a definite change, in definitely if Orion, I think it's Ryan or Orion. If he's still there, like, does that mean he is destroyed with like these Scholomance, or like what is happening? What is going to happen to that? Because I want to know that too. But because it appears like it seems to be like like they what am I saying? Oh, it's almost like the school it was gonna be sent to the void, from my understanding, and then the school was just gonna it sounds like it was gonna be rebuilt to help everybody, instead of having it that it's the safest place, but they're still going to get attacked. Okay, here we go. But now that she is back in the real world, how will the lessons she learned inside the school apply? That's actually a really good question, because they're apparently in more danger outside than they are in the school, and that's why it's considered to be the safest place, basically. But it makes me think, like, because they still have to, if they're not, they still have to worry about monsters and all that stuff attacking them, especially like Elle, because I think she's like a really what I remember, she's an extremely powerful sorceress. So she definitely has to worry about that all the time. And if she's not in an enclave, she doesn't have people to constantly protect her or things like that. Like, she was already in danger as a 9-year-old. There was like a part where there's like a flashback, I think, in one of the books, that it tells them how, like, she was screaming for help, but nobody would help her in this like commune, and her mom wasn't there, but they did like stand up to basically get to stop the fire that kept spreading, but they wouldn't help her. But the mom came from the hospital, signed herself out, and she had to help her, but like, she was like 9 at the time, so she's already in danger. So I'm going to assume that she will probably be in danger even as an adult. Let me see. Will her grandmother's prophecy come true? Oh yes, her grandmother prophesied that she will basically destroy the world. I didn't like the grandmother. Just saying, because she wanted to just kill Elle. I mean, yeah, you might have a destructive granddaughter, but that doesn't mean you want to kill her. Will she really spell the doom of all the Enclaves forever? Let's be honest, if she does destroy the Enclaves, it might actually be better because they can be rebuilt to accommodate the newer generations, and maybe even other generations. So, because from what I remember, the Enclaves are messed up. As the quest to save her one true love ramps up, however, Elle is about to learn the most significant lesson of all: the dire truth on which the Enclaves and the whole stability of the magical world are founded. Okay, to me, this sentence one. Okay, so she is on a quest to save Orion. Definitely. So she's probably gonna try to figure out how to get him if he's in the void or if the school got destroyed, how to get him out. And two, this sounds like there was definitely blood spilled to create the magical, the stability of the magical world, or like the Enclaves. Like, was there war? Like, were wizards killed, or were like sorcerers and and being like sorceresses, like were they killed because they didn't go with what the more powerful wanted? That's what this sounds like to me, but I could just be exaggerating it. And being Elle, she is not likely to let it lie. No, she is not. It's actually one of the reasons I love Elle so much. So my final thoughts: I think that, well, Orion is probably gonna come out alive. The school is either in the void, or it's still there because there's a student and it might want to save said student. It might want to try to save the student, so it's still there and it hasn't returned to the void in order to be remade. And if it is still there, that means that the Elle can technically enter it, try to get him out, and then try to send it back. If it's in the void, I assume that she'll have to find a way to get into the void. But also, that would probably bring to light the secrets that the Enclaves and the rest of the magical world are hiding. So that is exciting if one of these is the case. That's the way I'm picturing things. Let me know your thoughts. I'm really excited. It's supposed to come out September 27th of this year. I did not have it in my new releases list when I made that list, because at the time when I was recording, there was no date, and there was no so I didn't have a release date, so I couldn't put it in because I didn't have a release date. I mean, I didn't have a release date for the others, but I didn't have at least even a year. I didn't have there was no title, and it didn't say it was going to come out this year, so I didn't put it in. So I'm sorry, not a release date. I meant like it didn't say it was going to come out. It didn't have a year to come out. There was no expected publication year or anything, so I didn't know if I decided not to put it in because of it. But other than that, I am still super excited. Let me know your thoughts and predictions, and I'll see you in my next video. Until then, consume stories.